What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today's we'll be talking about the easiest way to be able to make money in Forza Horizon 5 extremely quickly and easily, whether you're a new player or you've been playing for a while and you're simply trying to buy the next car or house. Now, I've covered this method on my channel in the past, however since then a few things have changed. I'll be covering it from a slightly different perspective, and of course a way in which you guys can use this method or glitch to make a lot more money than what you previously might have done with it. Now, of course guys, often with Forza, these glitches, these methods and the ways to make money do in fact change over time. So if you guys want to stay up there with any further videos related to this or general Forza content, drop a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on. But now we'll go in and get started. So first off, you want to see what car you want to go in and use. Now, there are a few different cars you guys can of course use for this, one of which is the best, being the Hoonigan V2. Now, the reason the Hoonigan is the best car in the game for this is because it's a car mastery skill multiplier of ×8, basically meaning that if you guys farm skill points for this car, you're going to be able to do it quicker than other cars. Now, a few other cars you guys can use, or if you don't have that car, given the fact that the Hoonigan is fairly rare, any of these Formula Drift cars, they're still very good for it. The only disadvantage being that the car mastery skill multiplier is ×7, not ×8 on those cars, but they're still definitely going to do the trick. But regardless of what car you guys use, very important you either have a good tune or some good upgrades on it, and you have the car mastery skill perks completely maxed out. This will make sure you guys can farm skill points significantly quicker than if you don't have any of them maxed out, and is extremely integral to making money with this method. You guys can see my perks are basically completely maxed out. You can get some other perks like the tandem drift one if you want, but given the fact that it's only relevant if you're in a convoy, it's not all that important. And just quickly guys, if you're wondering, I've got 1 billion skill points, 1 billion credits, 1 billion super wheel spins. Well guys, actually because I'm playing on a Series 17 instant delivery Forza modded account, and you guys can too. We can also apply these mods to a personal account of yours. We offer credit packs and rare car packages, and we've got over 5,500 Trustpilot reviews, and that number is only going up. We also offer GTA 5 packs and have recently even offered Forza Horizon 4 packages back to our website. Once again, check it out guys, they'll be in the pinned comment description if you guys want to go and see those packages for yourself. Once you guys have a car, you got your tune, you got your car mastery perks maxed, there are a few different spots you guys can head to the map. One of which, of course, or pretty much any drag strip is usually good, as it's going to be a long straight area. You guys could go to this drag strip here. I'm not even going to try pronounce that. You could even try it on the highway, but the best spot really in the game for the most part is always just going to be the aerodrome drag strip, given the fact that it's very long and straight. But there are also other destructible objects you guys can use to be able to earn skill points even quicker, and there are also a few events you can use to instantly bank your skill points, which I'll show as the video goes on. You guys have just got to drift side to side. And just quickly, a lot of people often ask me, well, these modded accounts work online, can they get banned, etc. Of course, getting banned with any sort of modding is a possible risk, however it's extremely unlikely, and we even offer ban warranty to replace an account even if that occurs. And guys, I've been recording content on this account on my YouTube channel, a fully maxed out modded account, and you guys can see, if you look in the background, I've got online players in my session, it's working fine. So hopefully that gives a good indication as to the legitimacy of these accounts and the fact that they're safe to use. But pretty much guys, you basically just drift up and down a little bit of an S pattern as your skill points will build up pretty quickly. One thing to keep in mind though guys, is that once you hit around 60 to 70,000 skill points in your chain, depending on which car you're using, you'll cross the threshold at which you'll earn 10 skill points in one chain. So basically what this means guys, that even if you get 1 million points up the top in your skill chain, you're still only going to get 10 skill points. So you don't want to waste time drifting too much and getting it too big of a skill chain, given the fact you're only going to get 10 skill points anyway. And one thing to also keep in mind is that often when you're drifting this quickly, the point at the top will actually be showing a lot slower than how quickly you're gaining them, because pretty much the animation cannot keep up. So guys, with that in mind, I'm probably going to stop right now at around 50,000 just to prove this point. You'll see my skill chain will continually build up, likely around to 65,000 to 70,000. But now I'll give you guys a little bit of math as to how it works and how to calculate when you'll get 10 skill points. So guys, if you're in a car with a ×8 multiplier, get 500,000, which is the point at which you get 10 skill points, and divide it by 8. That'll give you around 62,000. If you're in a car with a ×7 multiplier, 500,000 divided by 7, it's around 72,000. So it gives a good indication as when you guys should stop and how quickly or how much you should build up your chain. And also, I recommend pausing and stopping your drift around 15 to 20,000 skill points below that number. For example, I stopped at 50,000 and we're stacking over 70,000. It's a fair bit of time wasted there, and you guys of course can learn from that, and over time as you do it more, you'll find a good perfect sweet spot as to when you should stop, probably in the mid 40s if you're in a car car like mine. But if you guys are in a car like with a ×7 multiplier, you can see it would have been perfect here. And one good trick you guys can also use, if you don't want to have to waste time spending around 30 seconds every single time waiting for the points to add up, simply go to one of the events you might have unlocked here, whether it's the cross country, the drag strip. Pretty much go enter event, instantly back out, and boom, that'll bank your skill chain instantaneously, and you guys can get right back into drifting. That'll save you a lot of time on an hourly basis, and in general, you'll easily be able to get around 10 skill points per minute by using this drifting method. But now to convert these skill points right into super wheel spins and credits, there are a few different cars you guys can use this with. I've showed this a couple times on my channel before, but I'll just show again, because right now, guys, there is no better way to do it, so there's not really any other sort of method I can even show it's worth showing. Pretty much go in the auction house, buy out one of these Zenvos for 1 million credits. You'll need around 1 million to start. I'll show you another car you guys can use for around 400 to 500,000 if you're starting this out with less credits. And the point being that, of course, you guys might be wondering, well, you know, if it's 1 million credits every single time just to get 2 super wheel spins, what's the point? That's not really worth it. Well, guys, with fairly recent changes made to the auction house, in the past, if you'd purchased a car off of the auction house and the perks had already been used by the person selling the car, then you wouldn't have been able to use them again. But now if you guys go and check out this Zenvo, the points will be completely wiped clean, which means you guys can do this as many times as you want, rinse and repeat, and each time you purchase a car, the points will still not have been used. But here's where the better trick is. You guys can see it's around 21 skill points for 2 supers and 1 wheel spin. But when you guys really make money off this, you actually only need to buy the car once, because now I've got 2 Zenvos. Let's say this is a Zenvo that I'm selling that I just purchased for 1 million. I can now go and sell the Zenvo, and I can either make my 1 million credits back, which I can use to repurchase another Zenvo, or even if nobody purchases this car, it'll be returned to me. And when the car is returned to me, again, with the new nature of the auction house, the perks will be cleared. So you only have to invest the initial 1 million credits into buying 1 Zenvo, and from there you'll make your money back every single time you resell yours, or even if it doesn't sell, you can just do the perks again. So the only expense here is skill points. And one car you guys can also use for this, like I said, if you're starting out with less credit, to say you don't have 1 million credits to spend, a very good car for this is Bugatti Devo. The reason I don't primarily recommend this car over the Zenvo is that although it's cheaper to purchase initially, of course the price doesn't really matter beyond the first purchase, you'll always make the money back. But more importantly, with the Devo, it has the exact same skill perks. You still get 2 super wheel spins as well as 1 regular wheel spin. The main disadvantage being, of course, the fact that it costs around 24 skill points to get the 2 perks, whereas for the Zenvo it's only 21 skill points. So each time you do this process with the Zenvo, you'll save 3 skill points, and given the fact that you'll always make the money back, or at least be able to get the car back to do the perks over and over again, there isn't really any point in wasting those skill points. You just better off be doing it with the Zenvo. But of course the Devo is a good car if you're just starting out, you don't have enough money for the Zenvo, you want to build your way up, then it's a perfectly justifiable way of doing it. As you guys can see, you'll easily get a lot of super wheel spins. One little tip I'll also add in, if you guys want to get rid of some of the bad rewards you're getting your super wheel spins, like all the clothing items, if you guys actually go to the festival and you buy out all of the purchasable clothing items, they'll actually remove them from the loot pool, and there's hundreds of those items you guys can buy. It of course will cost a few million credits, but it's a good investment, as once you buy a few hundred, once you guys spend a few million credits buying a few hundred different random miscellaneous clothing items, you're removing hundreds of items from the loot pool, which therefore consequently increases the likelihood of you guys getting more desirable rewards in your super wheel spins, like credits or rare cars. So something to consider. But guys, drop a like and subscribe if you want to skip out all the time grinding, just get some credits to buy some cars, some houses, check out our credit packs, or even our instant delivery modded accounts and personal mod packs. Like I said, MitchCactus.com. At least give it a look and see what you think. Link in the pinned comment and description. Thank you guys all so much for watching.